Hey everyone, it's been a while. My name is Kopytko. I like voicing my opinions because I think right now we need to bridge the political divide and at least get people to talk, because if you stop talking, you stop working together, and then that kind of, leads to bad stuff with democracy. But anyways, before this I was on the Tonic Accord podcast with a very good friend of mine, still a good friend of mine to this day. So now I'm back and I'm going to be starting a YouTube channel and a podcast under the name Centered from Reality. And I want to continue having tough conversations that need to be had right now. You may be wondering, what I'm trying to accomplish here. And honestly, it's pretty simple. I'm sick of tribalism. I'm sick of the insanity on both sides. I'm sick of the wedge issues that have basically just split America into opposing silos of information. And most importantly, I'm just truly sick of how poorly we've done with COVID. Most countries had some semblance of unity. But now, who you voted for in 2020 can actually describe if you're vaccinated or not, or whether you think COVID is a serious problem, or whether you wear a mask in a packed area. Our elections have become about elections, which is not good. And our elected officials are more concerned about appealing to their 20% base rather than the center majority or the majority of Americans. This is all dangerous, and it's eroding democracy. If you don't talk and debate and work something out, what's the point? So both parties have picked kind of up each other's bad habits. I would say they've kind of taken notes from each other's playbook. And the culture war has superseded efficient policy. And that's where I want to come in, because this all infuriates me. And sometimes you just need to stand alone for others to follow. And that's what I think the center needs to do right now, is stand alone and show the extremes that it's not the best option. So you're probably wondering, okay, what do you stand for? What do you classify as? It's a loaded term. It's complicated in this political landscape. But I would say that I'm kind of a center-right moderate. I've been called a hipster Republican, a Democrat in Republican clothing, a rhino Republican in name only, a closeted Democrat. What I've kind of gathered is that if I'm talking to Republicans, I'm too left, and if I'm talking to Democrats, I'm too right. And that's exactly where I like to be. And that's the thing, is that I want to challenge people to not be tribal. And I will put it out there, disclaimer. I think the Republican Party, my own party in some ways, is more dangerous and more of a threat to democracy than the Democratic Party. The left has its own issues, of course. They're more focused on Twitter, they're focused on racial identity and on thought in college campuses, which are not good, believe me. But they're not focused on elections and limiting the democratic process like the Republican Party is. And that's what worries me. So during this process, we're going to sit down together and we're going to figure out these issues, or at least listen to the issues and figure out maybe how we can talk to each other better. So thank you guys.